Situations happen. Tell me how you feel about it. Let's talk about it. Topics of discussion. Tell me what's your view. And let's talk about it. We gon' rock the truth. Or absolutely nothing. Rock truth. Conversations fuel the mind. They current and they right on time.
Grand day, Royals, and welcome to Rock Truth Radio. I am your amazing host today. Shout out to CKnight, who is not in the building with us, but he has some business to take care of. But I am Mary SelenaKay, and we thank you. We're honored that you are joining us as we rock truth are absolutely nothing at all. We live in a society today where truth before our very eyes is consistently questioned, criticized, and altered to fit a person's ideology of God's original intent for the kingdom and for mankind. Today we have an amazing guest with us today. I mean, she just about everything. I put like 5,000 things down on the flyer, but I'll let her tell you about who she is very, very soon. But let us get into a few preliminaries, guys, of what we got growing on here. What is coming back unto us? Oh, don't look at the day, but or the time, because I forgot to switch out that flyer, but that is okay. Rock Single will be back in the house beginning on Mondays, not Wednesdays, Mondays. So this upcoming Monday at 5:30, you can catch the new Rock Single crew talking about relationships, learning to master singleness and rock true friendship. Our subject matter for this quarter will be sex responsibly. We gonna teach you how to sex responsibly, because you ain't gonna do prevention. You ain't gonna stop. We already know that. But if you ain't gonna stop, at least let us teach you how to be responsible so that you're not hurting yourself. Because ain't nobody out here hurting you but you. Okay, having the wrong ideology of what it is and playing Barbie and Ken instead of my buddy kid sister. Okay, that's what this should be. Moving right along, we will also be on WDAV radio. So you can also catch us there. Shout out to DeVille radio station. We'll be on there Fridays from 6 to 7. So you can hear the recap of the show on their radio station weekly as well. So get in tune in. If you do not know, if you don't know, if you're hiding under some type of a rock, I don't know. Last week we announced that we will be doing a brand new show in 106 in Park fashion called Torrance and State. Let me go ahead and rub you that promo real quick.
Live band, live mic, whole room feeling like flight. All the stars, hearts bleed. Every story planting seeds. Rock truth, keep it raw. We ain't trimming down the truth at all. Radio to the streets, it's that history on repeat. Say RMF, say SelenaKay. From the shot to the state line, we gon' celebrate all day. Say rock truth, let the whole world see. It's the Black Renaissance and it's happening on TV.
And they noise countdown. Turn that culture up right now. Trap soul bump in the background. Black Renaissance in the house. And they noise countdown. Where the real ones show out. If you came to feel free, better stand on that seat and shout.
Yeah, live audience, lights up, yeah, interviews, yeah, time's up. If you're ready for the show, you know what the whole Midwest know. In the noise, countdown, we on now.
Yes, 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 yes. So, peep game, yo. We will be doing a top five live video show countdown beginning in March. We'll get the official date to you as well as the official location. If you have a video that you would love to submit for our countdown, you can submit your cultured music video to our music video countdown show. We will vote weekly on IG and Facebook for the top five videos, and then we'll show them live on our new show, Torrance and State. And like I said, it is to mimic 106 in Park. We'll bring all of everything that we loved about 106 in Park, but for our area, what I like to call indie noise, Indiana and Illinois area of culture, of music, Lord Jesus, of poetry, of just everything that we are, and highlighting us for once as opposed to who they choose and tell us to highlight. All right, so we'll keep you up to date on that particular show. Don't forget, if you are wanting your video to be reconsidered on our top five countdown, please submit them to Torrance and State at gmail.com. Shout out to the co-host, none other than RMF. Yo, he'll be doing a nightcap tonight. I actually just did his show. I got nightcapped, Lord Jesus, last week. Let me go ahead and run that promo. I just left participating in the nightcap with Mr. RMF himself. Let me tell you something. Tune in every Tuesday from 9 to 11, because not only is it lit, live, and full of vibes, it rocks true on so many levels than one. Rock true. So tonight, after of course Rock Truth Radio, there is R&B Tuesdays first and foremost on my radio Chicago. Check out Smooch, check out Nanette, check out Ron on the social experiment there, and then right after the social experiment, jump right on to the nightcap with none other than Mr. RMF himself, the voice of the vibes, from 9 to 11 p.m. You don't want to miss Dope Conversation, Dope King. It's what's up. And that's my new co-host. And then again, if you are in the Maryville area and you are looking for some CMOS, guys, helping with immune health, helping with your skin and your hair. If you need some energy, some gut support, go ahead and hit him up. Order now, 219-867-2003. There is a $10 deposit that is necessary, $30 for an 8-ounce jar of the wild crafted purple sea moss with real fruit. This is imperative, guys, because it's about the battle of the gut. What you believe over what you crave, your appetite, your convictions over your appetite, and what God said over what you say, most importantly. And then, guys, there is a Teen Talk event coming up. Shout out to Crown Her More. There is a Teen Talk, and they're going to talk about love shouldn't hurt. Okay. We are also looking to partner with them, the Rock Single Crew, looking to partner with them to talk with our teens about relationship, about friendship, first and foremost, because the truth of the matter is people do not know what it is to be a friend to another person. People don't know what it is to lay down your lie. People don't know who they are. And so we'll be joining them in their efforts of talking with our teens so that we can change the trajectory of history from generation to generations and generations to come. All right. Let's see. Did we run out of? Oh, yes, we are done with all of our preliminaries. Let me bring it on back. I got my queen up in the house. Let me bring her to the forefront. What's going on? And watch me say her name all wrong. But here's the thing. All I got to remember is like the Lion King. Nahla?
Nahla.
Hi, girl. Hey. Hey, boo.
Hey.
How are you? It's
I'm
just
good.
us. How you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Well, queen, I'm going to have you introduce yourself, because what are you not? Who are you not? Tell us all about you,
Oh,
boo.
come on.
Cause you're everything, girl. I would say you every woman, but I think Whitney them took that, girl. I think Whitney and Shaka Khan.
She
So
did. She did. Yeah. No. Okay. So, so my name is Nahla Jim. I'm a poet, hip hop artist. I like to call myself a cultural curator. And a self-proclaimed griot. So yeah, that's me.
that's it. That's all, baby. Where you from, girl? Where you from?
I'm from Gary, Indiana.
Woo, woo, woo. Shout out to Gary and I did that on purpose. I already knew, but I definitely wanted her to be the one to
She
shout
got
it out.
mine.
You know what I mean? It's a lot of grand things coming out of Gary, Indiana, aside from Michael Jackson. So if you know he is the king of pop
Amen.
and everything, could you only imagine the people
For
that's sitting
sure.
on his shoulders? Hello?
Oh yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like a constant reminder of hope. Like you can't.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah,
Keep
you can't
going.
just be like, oh, I can't do nothing. And be like, man, Michael Jackson was still from here. It don't matter. Like, whatever.
Period and point blank. You hear me? At the end of the day, people can claim all the whatever they want to. We got the Michael
Mhm.
Jackson card. Like that's Trump.
Right.
It's
No,
Trump. Like
nobody
so.
can say
I
it.
mean, nobody. Like you could pull 5,000, but we had Tupac, Biggie. You can line
Bro.
them all up, and all we got to do is pull the Mike
And
Jack.
I want to mention Denise Williams, too. Like, don't forget Denise. Can't
Don't
forget
forget
these things.
Denise. Come on now. We got Freddie Gibbs. Do we have
Freddie,
to?
yeah,
Do we
yo.
have to? I'm talking about running Boston's all day, baby.
For
All
sure. We
day,
got
queen.
you. We got you.
Okay, you made me cry. We got you, and that's who we're here to highlight today. I'm with you. We had a conversation growing, prior to the show, and I've been really wanting to, get to know exactly who you are. One thing that you
Hmm.
have impressed me with is the fact that, hey, you know how to fill a room, babe. You know how to put on a grand show. How did you
Thank
get
you.
started with everything that it is you do? How did you get started?
That's a good question. So, like, do you want to just focus on like the show curation
I
part
want
of
you to
it?
I want you to focus on in the beginning.
In the beginning, okay. In the beginning was the word, and the word
So what, girl? Don't give me something. Now you will have
but
me over here.
literally in the beginning was poetry, and before that, just God. I started writing when I was like 8 years old, and I
Yes.
started performing at 14, competing at 16.
Okay.
I became like really active in activism as far as on a study tip by the age of 10, and like on the ground at like 14, 15.
Wow.
Um, Curation was is kind of like a new feat for me. So like I had been involved like in curated things, or like like just helping, mainly like for my mentor Davine Stewart. She like really got me started into like just like more on the ground activism and more show curation.
Mm-hmm.
I did one actually in, I want to say this was this was like 2024, and I was just like tasked with helping the Indiana poet laureate Curtis Chrysler do his Gary portion of the Indiana Chitlin Circuit show.
Hey.
And it kind of took away the nerves I had about just like reaching out to the venue and talking to people and asking people to come and yada yada. And that whole thing, which I think was the main holdup, it was just the nerves of like, oh, it's a lot to do, and what am I saying, and yada yada. And he was like, no, just do this, call her. I'm like, okay, all right. And OGs tell you to do something, you just do it. So I
You
was like,
just
all
do
right.
it.
Yeah, and I like from 2024, that was in like the summertime. I just kind of got bit with the bug because it was so good, and we did it at Brown Skin Coffee. And I just knew, I'm like, man, I really want to put together something myself,
Yeah.
like next time, and I didn't really know when. So fast forward to like 2025. I got to the end of my bookings, like I was like booked really jam packed from like Black History Month
Okay.
to, I want to say like in like beginning of like May. And I realized, I was like, I don't really want to like think about what I'm finna do next as far as shows. I'm like, I really want to put something on in Gary. And I had all this like I ain't gonna lie, I'm just be truthfully honest, because
Do
this
it, do
was
it, do
like
it.
the motivation behind it.
Mm-hmm.
I had just a backlog of like such like terrible experiences, and just like really feeling like I was just seeing a lot of fake stuff going on at like some of these like, you know, scene shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it was just like, these people don't like, they want people here, but they act like they don't like people. Like they weren't really worried about the guests or what any of them had going on. It was just kind of it was like empty, you
Yeah.
know, like I'm not
Yeah.
gonna say like whack, but it was just empty,
I
and it
like
just
that.
felt like there was no intention behind nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew when I was like thinking of the show, I was like, man, I just want to do something to where I care about how people feel coming in here, you
Come
know.
on.
And I'm like, let's start there and then like worry about the rest later, right?
Yeah.
So I hit up my cousin and I was just like, man, you know, I really want to put together this show, and I'm thinking about going to like this gallery or whatever. And she was like, why don't you just go to the garden? I'm like, the garden? And I'm like, well, how, you know, that? And she was like, well, you know, we got a lot going on there. Like, you know, wanted me to help on some like other political tip or whatever. And she also was like, you know, it's a free space, like da da da. So I'm like, okay, you know what? This is real different. So I'm like, I like this, and I like, you know, like herbal vibes and all that stuff. So I'll go there. I had to do within like I think from like May like, oh Lord have mercy, like May 2nd to like May, like the end of May, like I had to like sanction like garden cleanup. So I had all these like volunteers coming out. At one point the DK Devils came out, they helped
Okay.
clean up.
Okay.
And I had people painting tree stumps. Like we actually had our youth laureate for Gary Page Rhymes. She came and painted tree stumps. And we was just focused on like, okay, how do we make this like community garden on Broadway look like a venue? And everybody just really pulled together. And I kid you not, like that first show, we had Gemstones, the rapper Gemstones come out.
Mm-hmm.
He came as like a special guest. We had, I want to say that first show had like upwards like 60 to 75 people came.
Girl.
And I just, and that one, at that point, I didn't even really have everything together. Like I had one painter in mind. They ended up having to be in Las Vegas. So that actually prompted me to like, okay, I got to hit up every single painter I know. And then I ended up having 4 painters come out that first show.
Wow.
Right.
Wow.
So it was just like God's plan over mine, you
Teach,
know.
teach, sis.
I was the only feature on that first show. I didn't want to be either. I was like, all right, I guess it's me, y'all. I guess it's me. And so I was the first feature on that first show. I had Jim Stones as a special guest. I actually wanted Jim Stones to be featured like on all the promo material. And I didn't really get like that answer, but he was just like, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. I'm just like, okay, you know. So then the day of the show come, he calls me like we in the middle of setting up, and he's just like, you know, I'm on Broadway. I'm coming. I said, what? I said,
Oh my
sure. I was like, I didn't know,
God.
because I didn't realize, and I'm just saying this as like a credit to him, like.
Yeah.
I just did not realize how much he actually rocked with me, and how much he was like just a man of his word, you know.
Yeah.
And I didn't think of it no way. I'm like, he prayed for me before the show thing even took place, so that for me would have been enough. I didn't really even expect none that day. And he came through. He did like a whole like feature performance, did like 3-4 different things on our garden stage. And I think it was just one of the moments where I was just like, I get it, you know. Like we did painting giveaways. Everything was free. I want to say that everything was radically free.
Wow.
And I was very focused on the fact that like, no, we just deserve this to happen in Gary because it happens in other places, and I want to see this here. So everything was free. At one point we had like a debacle about like if we were gonna do like a paid raffle for the painting, and even if we did the other raffles. And for a minute I just was like, no, man, like I just really want to be on that with the devil. I didn't know. I can't even like describe it no other way. I'm like, I just really want to be on that with the devil. I want to make this so just about the goodness.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think everybody there like just kind of felt it, you know. So I just thank God, because it was just a test of faith like all the way around. Actually, everything just been a test of faith all the way
Yeah.
around. But I'm so glad I just decided to do so. Like,
No, and I mean you're modeling how to, like, not having everything, not having all the pieces and the parts. You're just growing for it. You're obeying what's instructed within you, and you're just going for it. That listen, and then the turnout, for you to take the steps, like you took
yeah.
steps, like the turnout was what 60 to 75 people. That
Yeah,
is
on the
insane.
first show.
On the
That
first
like
shot.
I had never done it before.
This.
Like,
Do you
so
know? Like, there are people that have shows. They think they have all of the everything together, the money, the fun, and all of that, and it'd be about 10 people. If they get that,
yeah,
they're like, you know what, rock on. Don't worry about it. We'll just go for our next one. But you did it on the first rip. That many people,
yeah.
and being a feature. Speaking of you being a feature, real quick, I got a poem, that you sent. Do you want
Okay.
to describe that to us real quick before I play it?
Which one is it?
You sent it to me. I think it said Michael Jackson or something that was
Oh, yeah, that's the poem I did. It's called Moment Mr. Jackson. It was for the 2300 Jackson Street block party in Gary this past summer.
okay. Let's do
So
it.
I performed that on stage, and then we did an impromptu video. So
Boom. I'm running it. Here we go.
2300 Jackson Street, always home, named after President Chet. You swear it was them, noticing the way they'd eventually roam the earth. Even before traveling planets, Voyager landed true. Hope, melancholy smile, spirit shone through as you watch the city youth all mourn for you. For you who come from tough love and love stuffed under tough rugs like dust, showing that no one could trust, tucked, analyzed through analog, sweet soul, saturating sonics for us most to bounce off of walls. They couldn't get enough of his benevolent siren songs. Walked red path full of legacy. Limitless lessons, line for line crescents, funding bionic shoes, and I just can't help myself. Questions iconic loom because just who sketched spaceship blueprint in the G? Fan theory, oldest 3, West Side, well cramped room, and tell me how did it feel when scientists first start asking you about stardust on Jackson Street and how it's so much to this day we still grabbing her to heal by the touch from young we glance up. Eyes turn light beams building powers. We train till unbreakable. Red breeds and unshakable. Hateful fiending, we raised unbothered by the flash. Certain things they could never capture. Regardless of the glass cracked like banshee screams, we see who cares past the gleam, militant and diligent, so we push past sundown. Check circles, stay on square. Get every single turn down before light out. A thriller, well aware. And that's just what our kids call play or a dream. Heard CIA deemed phenomenon soon. Must have caught our elders pointing toward night skies, chanting walk on moon. Thank you.
Girl, my Lord, my Queen. My Lord, my Queen. I humbly bow unto you. Oh my
my
God.
God.
Jesus Christ. Like, did you leave room for anything? Like, you ate. Like, you
Thank
ate.
you.
Like, you ate on that. Yo, tell us the inspiration behind that. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
Okay, so y'all like God on this show and everything, right?
I know
This
we love
this a
them.
safe
Now, we don't
place.
just like them, we love them.
I know. I just want to hear you say it. Hold on. All right. So to cook a little bit. So I actually had now that show was, I want to say that was August, September. I know, like August or something like that.
Yeah. It's
I
August.
actually ended up having like a random moment like January 24, and I just had like all these lines of like just talking about the Jacksons. I didn't really know where it came from. I ain't gonna lie to you, I didn't know where it came from. But I just did like a phone record because it was like coming so fast I couldn't really like write. And I did a phone record. It was just like a halfway done thing. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna come back to that. Like, that was fun, you know. Fast forward maybe like, I don't even know if it was like a few weeks before or after, maybe like before. I actually had a dream, and this is gonna sound really like bonkers, but it just is what it is. We on here now. So I had a dream, and it was like I was trying to get out of a building, and I thought it was dangerous, but it wasn't dangerous. It was just like hostile or whatever.
Mhm.
And they were like trying to round people up or something. I came out of the building. I like got out of the door really easily and stuff. I ended up trying to cross the street, and it was almost like I was crossing an intersection or something.
Mhm.
And in the dream, I came across like this really short fence and like this greenery. And I got over the fence, and as soon as I got over the fence, it was like a stage. And it was like I saw like Michael Jackson's hand like reaching down and like pulling me on stage.
Wow.
So this was either the beginning of January or like sometime in February. And I just thought it was a funny dream, but I write all my stuff down or whatever.
Yeah.
So I just thought it was a funny dream. And at that time, I took it as like, okay, this is God's way of telling me, that as long as I stay on stage, I'm safe. As long as I stay performing, I'm safe, right? That's how I took it.
Mhm.
And it just didn't mean nothing else to me but that. And I just took it as like, okay, God, just all right, perform. All right, I got you, Lord, whatever. So now, mind you, and I just want to say that like that show at that time did not exist, at least not in the public like arena. Like I had no idea about that show taking place or nothing. So this is January. Fast forward to Juneteenth. I do a show. I actually did this show with Kwabena. He's a really, really great organizer from the city of Gary. He does like clean the airwaves things and everything. So just really great dude. He had me come out to a symposium show. So, and I'm saying this one for a reason because I feel like artists need to understand how that works.
Okay.
I did this show. This show maybe had, I want to say, at the most like 7 people. And it was just because of the format. It was a symposium. So it was like a lot of like the OG activists and stuff in the area and elders. And they were doing like drum circles. So it was like a very intimate thing, right? I was always told, because like again, Davine Stewart, like she trained me really good. You put on the show that you put on in integrity, no matter how many people is there. Because the thing that people don't realize is that those kind of intimate shows, it's not because like everything is like supposed to be a big crowd. Sometimes things are just a little bit more sacred in art than what society deems as like this, is what we should be going for. But some things are just supposed to be sacred, right? I did that show. As I'm like literally just getting done performing, I'm going to get some watermelon and stuff. This lady, Carolyn McGrady, comes up to me and she's like, "Oh my God, I really loved your performance. Can you come on my radio show?"
Okay.
Right. So this is like small show, right? I just said that because like sometimes artists get a little bit like, "Oh, ain't nobody." No, like you got to pay attention to what God is doing with you. So I do this show. Me and her talk. She has me on the radio show. She books everything right away. Like me and her get along. As I'm there on the radio show, I perform for her again on the show. We do like, a whole commentary thing. She tells me about this Jackson 5 show. And she's like, "Have you heard about this?" And I was like, "No." She was like, "Well, they're looking for performers." I was like, "Oh, that sounds really cool." She's like, "I'm going to start campaigning for you to be on this show today."
Oh, wow. And
right. So I'm just like, okay, I gotta finish that poem. So I immediately start going home like, I'm finna finish this poem. I ended up having to send off some stuff, just email things off or whatever. They come back to me, I get my confirmation, and they like, this is the day, this is the time, yada yada. So I'm like, cool. So I'm promoting this thing all month. I'm like finalizing the poem, sending that off or whatever. They had us do like a video shoot. I went there. So boom. So everything is cool. They release a set list. I don't see my name on the set list.
Oh no.
So I'm scared.
Well, oh no, what happened?
I'm scared, right? So I don't know if I called Carolyn or if she called me, and she's like, oh my God, I don't see you on there. Like I'm not sure what's happening. I know you got confirmed and everything. And I'm just like, I thought so too, but I don't see me on there. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I'm like, am I going on or not? I'm like, I done been promoting this all month. I had people coming from out of state. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is not, y'all not about to do this.
Right. Oh no.
And I'm sitting there, so I'm in a panic mode, right? This is like a couple days or so out, right? I'm on the phone. So at that time, she has me in touch with like, and it's gonna sound so dramatic. She has me in touch with like the I think he's like one of our state representatives or whatever. I'm so sorry that I don't know that specific.
It's okay.
But Mark Spencer.
Oh yeah,
he
Spencer.
like runs a lot of the art stuff, right? So I'm on the phone with him. I was at this point, I'm gonna just throw this out there. I was calling K Caesar. I'm like, I don't know what's happening, yo. Like somebody tell me something. And I'm on the phone with her, so I'm like, and one of the showrunners. So I'm on the phone with like 4 different people back to back to back. Yeah. At this point, like everybody is texting everybody. Mark campaigning, she campaigning. Casey, you know, like everybody's just like, y'all not about to do Nahla like this. And I ain't gonna lie, it was again one of those moments where I feel like God let that happen so that I could see how much I did not have to fight my own battles.
Teach.
Man, I'm telling you, bro, because you really don't know who loves you until something is actually going on, you know?
Says you teaching.
And so I'm sitting there, we going back and forth. They sending emails back and forth. People texting me. It was like, don't worry about it. I promise. Like, they ain't finna be like that. I know, yada, yada, yada. And I get the confirmation. This is like right hand to God. The night before the show at 9 p.m., I get a confirmation. They just changed my set time by 30 minutes. And they gave me, my time to go on stage or whatever. When I say I hit the flow, I hit the flow. I started crying, child. I was like, and my mom was like, what's wrong? And I ain't tell nobody what's going on because I ain't want no outside energy on this situation. I'm like, it's between me and God, bro.
Hello, got to
and I'm
be.
like, I didn't know if I was support, but and she just was like, now they weren't gonna do that to you. She was like, this their first year doing it. I'm like, I know, they said that, and she just like, they just didn't know another star was gonna be on there.
Ooh-wee.
And I was just like, okay, and I got my clothes that I had already, picked out. And I went there that day like nothing happened. And the whole time, when all that debacle was going on, I was panicked, because I'm a human being like anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want something like that to like fall through the cracks. Like that's just not that's just not nothing nobody want to do. Yeah. But the whole time, all I kept thinking of in my head was I remembered that dream. And I was like, God is not a God that he would play with me like that.
No.
Ever.
No.
You know what I'm saying? I knew that something was going to happen. I ain't know how. I ain't know if it's going to be the day of. But I was just like, I know God not finna play with me like this.
Oh, my God.
We get there the day of. I hadn't actually seen that venue space in that way. And right as we was coming into the place backstage, I saw that short, weird shaped gate that I saw in that dream. And it's a really odd gate. Like it's not it's very weird level. You know what I'm saying? Like to the ground. And I just was like, okay, God, it's all right. This up to you. Like I'm here. And it went amazing. It went amazing. I did the performance on stage. Somebody, actually, Sean Conway, who shot the video, he was away because they were supposed to do some sort of promo thing, and it ended up being like a wrong time. Cause mind you, it's like a really big production. Like that wasn't just like, a stage and show. Like this was like hundreds and hundreds of people.
Yeah.
And plus like a whole market they had. Like it was a big show. Like, And he was away, so he comes back and he was like, "Hey, I didn't get to get you on stage. Can we just do this like impromptu right here or whatever? I think this will look really cool." So I'm like, "All right, bet." So we did it. It came out amazing.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I uploaded it like that Sunday, and I ain't really even expect none. And what people don't realize too on Instagram, like, cause I just want to say this, like, just off GP,
Go
you
ahead.
can't even promote videos that's like over a minute and 30 seconds long. That one is a minute and 42. So all of those like shares and views was like complete organic stuff on there, and it just like blew my whole phone up.
Yeah.
So
Wow. Wow. As it should. You did an absolutely
yeah, but I was just like,
phenomenal
man,
job.
God, you really was. Ooh,
Nah.
it was a time, boy.
But you did the thing that you're supposed to do. You were precinct. When you took roll call, you were precinct. And when you saw your name wasn't on the list in the class that you were supposed to be in, you said something, and like you said, hey, learning, it's always gonna be the lessons. It's always gonna be about the journey. And one thing I love about Miley Cyrus is the climb. I
Yeah,
love the climb. It is the climb. It is not about you getting there. You're going to get there. You were seen. You were already given the provision months ahead of time. But the climb,
yeah,
journey to get there, you're not told how you're going to get there. You're not told what hoops or anything that you're going to have to grow through to get there. But when the time came, you stuck your claim. You were like, this is my moon landing. I mean, if anybody is
yeah,
gonna take anything, Apollo 13, who? You better kneel who? You better quit playing with me.
yeah,
Where is Nahla on that list? That's all I'm saying, and I love it. And you knew who to call. You know what I mean? You wasn't just calling willy nilly folks. You were calling
no.
real people that can do something about it. Shout out to what's his
Carolyn
name?
McGrady, Mark
Mark
Spencer, DJ
Spencer.
K.
I did a
Caesar. Oh
play
my
with
God,
Mark
man.
Spencer, the Garage, a few years ago. So shout out to him. DJ Caesar.
Yeah,
Oh my God, we went to school together. Uh, that's my boy. I love him all day, repping the city. And so yeah, you were talking to heavy hitters on the phone that could do something about it, because a lot of us talk
yeah.
to people that have no power and no pull and can't do nothing about
Mm,
our situation. So it was a lot of lessons that you learned in that, and you brought to this platform today, and I love it. I mean, it's real gems. You're living up to your namesake, and that's what's up, Queen. That's what's up. What you
yeah.
got? What you got growing forward? What you got coming up?
Oh man. Right now, I really, Lord, that's everything. So I do have a show coming up on the 22nd. I'll be posting flyers for that soon. I think I might have another one on the 26th. So I have a few show flyers that I'll be posting up soon, but I'm just waiting on like some final confirmations.
Okay.
This year, what I'm really focused on is finalizing my poetry collection. So I'm releasing a book, form poem collection, and also just like trying to get like this EP done. Like I'm really bad. I have like probably like 5 projects worth of songs on my phone. So
Mhm.
trying to make that not just on my phone. And yeah, so that's kind of what I'm focusing on this year primarily.
Yeah, everything is timely. Everything. Listen, do you have no clue how many books I have? That's I'm a writer as well as you.
Yeah.
So my writing style, the way that I do things is I set it up what do you call that? What do you call those? I am drawing a blank from it. Outlines. I set up everything out.
Mm.
All my outlines are
Okay.
there, everything I need. All I have to do is come back and what? Fill in the blank, right? Yep,
Right.
that's how that works. And it's a lot of blanks to be filled. And I was speaking with the mentee yesterday, and she was just saying, like, man, like, why don't you have all of your books out? But with me, this is not just, okay, we're just gonna throw this book out here. No.
Right. Yeah.
Administer. I'm administering medicine to you. This
Yeah.
is a prescription. So if I come with one
Amen.
thing off my prescription, you die. So I take this very serious because, like you said, this all
Yeah.
starts with the word of God. And so I can't be off. Where other people just want the name or putting it out there just to say you're an author, I could care less about the title. What I care about is the fact that you live, that you have life, that you have rock
Yeah.
truth. and I
And it's
care
just
about
it
his
ain't don't
reputation.
nothing beat that stamp of God too.
No,
Like I gotta know it's God's
it
timing for real.
is. And that's why I say all of that to say it's okay to have all of that sitting there. When he's ready for it, you're gonna be
Amen.
ready to do it. So it's like, just know, keep on your collecting, keep making your notes, keep putting everything. And what he wants out is what he wants out when he wants it. That's it.
Amen.
That's it.
I will say I do got a song with Chai Tulani out called "Where
Okay.
Are You." So
Woo!
I posted that video on
You
Instagram. You know, just a
did.
little teaser content, and we're gonna do
Yes.
like a official video pretty soon. So
That was so dope. That was so dope. At first, I thought you was really asking me the question, and I was just like, I'm at
oh
home.
yeah, I
And
did everybody like that. I was being sneaky. I ain't gonna lie.
I was just like,
I screenshotted every answer too. So I'm like,
so the people
I
they
was
actually answered it. Like, because
no,
I'm
they
telling you, they
did.
were
No,
like,
I actually started like a couple conversations off of it. That it was really kind of funny. And then they would be like, because you know, sometimes you'll see the message, but you won't actually
yes,
be on there. You just
yes,
instant reply. So they'll be like, "Oh, I'm here." I'm like, "Oh, they got music out there."
right. I
I
promise,
was
because
trolling so bad. I love all my friends.
that's
I
how
love
it
all my
started for
friends.
me. It was that I saw the preview, and I was just like, that's a strange question. And then I went into it, and I was like, okay, wait, let me. Okay, so then I pushed the thing at first. I mean, the video, and then it was like I came back. I was like, oh, okay, because I was about to say home.
So
I ain't getting it.
I really did. I trolled all my music friends. It was kind of funny. I ain't gonna lie.
That was clever.
Zion told me he thought he missed the show. I asked where he was. That made me laugh. I felt a little bad for that one. I said, "Oh dang."
That was clever. Like I said, you have a way about getting people involved and included and ready to grow. I'm serious. And
Yeah.
your smile is
Oh,
everything. It's
thank you.
ever so inviting. It is just like, I mean, like you will have people come anywhere, just smile. Like, just you could be saying your
Oh,
alphabets. People like, you know what? I ain't even know it was a D in there. It's just like, it's just like, did he
but I
know
ain't
until
gonna
you
lie.
said
It's
it?
good. I actually do really love people. Like
That's good.
I'm telling you. I used to do sales too, like 9 to 5 work. I used to do a lot of
Really?
sales. I was always like top salesperson or top 5 sales, and it'd be like, oh, I'm like, I don't be lying to nobody. I just be talking and make people.
Duh. You got it honest. You really do. You got it honest. Like I enjoy people, right? I enjoy them. What is that song? Alyssa Carr here? Like that.
Yeah.
I'm like standoffish. I am that person. I'm like almost forced in rooms to be, only because I'm
Mm.
introvert and extrovert at the same time. So I'm extremely like on these
So you like
platforms when I have to be.
ambivert or
I mean, but
ambivert,
yes, yes.
one of those.
But I would rather be at home all by myself. You know what I mean? Or I would
Yeah.
rather be with a small group of people really discussing truth, real stuff that we can do to change our environment, activist type things,
Yeah.
or discussing our big dreams. That is me. You know what I mean? I don't do the small talk. I'm grand for real.
Yeah. I will say I don't like small talk either though.
Yeah, no.
Like that lose me. Cause like I'ma still love you, but I'm gonna walk away.
Yes. Yes. And I mean fast.
Yeah.
And I mean fast. You ain't never
But
seen somebody.
man, but I don't know. Like I think I've always been kind of both too a little bit. Cause
Yeah.
I talk to people a lot, but it usually would be they would end up coming to me.
Yeah, me too.
Um,
Yeah.
but I think after high school, I kind of just like I say I have a curated extrovert
Yeah.
to me, meaning like I've trained myself to be a little bit more extroverted.
Yes.
And that's just because like I think when I finished high school and I went to Columbia College or whatever, I was, trying to do music stuff. And it was just kind of like a random day. I realized in my dorm, I was like, yeah, none of that popularity stuff from high school or being in Gary, none of that matters here. Like, nobody knows who I am. And I cannot stay in this
Yes.
room and
Yes.
just be popping. And I was like, I took this Sims game out my computer
Come
that
on, you a
I had and
simmer?
I broke the disc. I broke my
No,
computer
you
game.
didn't.
And
Wait
I
a
was
minute.
like, all right, if I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna have to be here. And I went downstairs and I started talking to people. And that's just kind of how I live the rest of my life. I was like,
Oh
well, I
my.
gotta be present, you know,
Yeah,
because they
yeah,
don't have like uh preconceived whatever's about me. So
yeah,
I
yeah.
gotta show up,
That's
you
truth.
know.
That is truth. I'm a gamer as well. Since 5, I've been a gamer. Sims.
Man,
I mean, I
bro.
grew up with the Sims. You know what I mean? So,
Heckin'.
I mean, the evolution of the Sims. You remember the hip hop version? Remember when it came out? When
Oh,
you
Sims and the Herbs. Oh my God, I wish I could play that right now.
girl, that
Don't
was
bring that. I had the
girl.
Black Eyed Peas version. Yes,
Oh
Fergie
my
was my
God.
friend, bro.
Yes, come on. Like, man, listen. All right. No, we just meshed on so many levels. I gotta read these comments,
Man.
man. I gotta shout out to everybody that's in the chat right now, like just lighting up. Like, shout out to Deontay Glover with Healthy in Space, bro. Been sitting here just showing mad love and mad love to you, Queen. He
I
says
love
that
Deontay, man.
I know he loves him some you. He said we need to find you a studio. She need recommendations for
Oh,
studios and engineers. Go ahead. What was you about to say?
yeah, bro. Nah, he just been an OG forever. He
Yeah.
actually was one of the people that I met through Davine in like roundabout ways, right? So
Okay.
okay, so some you probably know about this. So something that happened in Gary when I was like a kid that I didn't get to like partake in was this like poetry group called Beautiful Soul or whatever.
No, no, I didn't know. Mm-mm.
Yeah, so they was just some dope people that was like, all right, we a collective now, y'all. So the ones that I know that were in it were Davine Stewart, Deontay Glover,
Mm-hmm.
and this lady named Nene. I was like, so, as soon as somebody even told me about it, I'm just like, oh my God, I want to be in Beautiful Soul when I grow up. Like, I was so serious too. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't even know who was in it at the time. I
Right,
didn't know none of
right.
these people. I just knew it existed. And I ended up meeting my mentor, Dominique Stewart. And it was a writing workshop at Calumet High. So I was competing and she was in Beautiful Soul. I ended up meeting later through like organizing and stuff.
Mhm.
Deontay, he was in Beautiful Soul, and then this lady Nene was in Beautiful Soul. She ended up being the ones that like started my locks. Like she started doing my hair, so it was like one of them like personalized blessings. I feel like it's like
Uh-huh.
God just made sure I was around all these people anyway, even though
Who
I
is
was
who
not old
is
enough to be around them niggas.
Calachuca? He said Calachuca.
Kalachuka, oh yeah, bro. Oh my God, bro. Man, it was just so much dope. I actually got to meet him before he transitioned to at this it's this thing they had called pop-up arts on Lake
Okay.
Street or
Okay.
something. I've been performing out there for a minute.
Wow.
And it's just God just made sure, bro. Like he really did. Like that's why
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like people want me to stop talking about some of that sometimes, but it's like I can't credit nothing else but God because it be
Teach.
too many
Teach.
coincidences. It's just I don't believe in all that, you know.
Teach, sis, and I wouldn't stop talking. They ain't got, first of all, they ain't got a heaven and
Yeah.
hell to send you to. That's number one. Number two, they're not responsible for your soul. You came in this world by yourself. You
Hey,
gonna leave
man,
by yourself. So
come
when
on,
you face
preacher.
Charles, listen, when you face judgment, all you could rely upon them on is to be character witnesses. Other than that, baby,
Right.
bye. I can't. I don't even do this. I do this for the triune one. That's it. I really don't see other people. People kind of
Actually.
like snicker and stuff and laugh because they don't really understand when I'm bowing unto you or I'm calling you a king or I'm calling you a queen, but I'm
Yeah.
not seeing you. I see God. If I ever stopped and looked at you, I ain't gonna want to do it. I ain't gonna want to even be around. Do you know who mankind is? He didn't even say I will
Right.
leave you to the devil. He said I will leave you to man. You got
Yeah.
to be something crazy if he would just leave you not only to man but to yourself. So no, I
Yeah.
don't see you. I do it for God. I do it for the Rock True Vine. I could care less about anybody else because
Hey,
he's the
man.
one giving us these blessings. He's the one giving
All
us
of
all
it.
of this information and revelation, and it's why we're doing what we're doing now. People can go ahead and play around with it if you want to. Play around if you want to. That's you. But I've answered the
Amen.
call. You dig? I've answered the call. There are many
Same.
called, man, but it's few of us that choose to answer that call. You dig?
Come on,
Like
man.
straight up and down,
Yeah.
like now for real. Like, and it's different, and we have a different walk, we have a different talk, we have a different whole life due to our submission. And the people around us, let me tell you something. I promise you, you think I like you, I do not. I love you because of God. You benefit from my submission to God, and you better be grateful.
Oh,
You
that's
better be
heavy.
grateful. You hear me? You hear me?
Heavy.
Oh, sis. Oh, sis. Oh,
Yeah.
you dropping gems.
Yeah.
I got to
Oh
drop a
man,
few
come
of my
on.
little
Where the
rubies.
collection plate? God, look, I got it right now.
Yes, yes, because we worth it. We've been shaped and formed by the earth. We worth it, girl. Shoot.
Yeah.
Let me see who else in this chat. Shout out to Dr. Sheena Gadzai. We had her on the show prior to. She used to do Rock Bottom. Yo, shout out. She's from New York. Showing love to the show. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I saw Tony, Miss Tony, my mom on another post, and she's loving the show, and there's other people over here. Man, Queen, you know what? I had an idea. And I just said I wanted to do something with you on the show. It just popped up while you were talking. And let's do it. Let's do a poem real quick. 16 bars, both of us. We go 2 and 2 back and forth. We just creating it
Okay.
together. You know what I mean? You're gonna
Oh,
start
like you mean like just us making it right
just
now?
right here, right here. You do 2
Okay.
lines. I'm gonna come back and do 2 lines. We doing 16, so we got 8 each, and we're just
Okay.
gonna create it almost text message style. So we're gonna be responding to each other in the moment. So let's recreate something right here. Grow for it. You got the first 2.
Okay. How I do it? So am I writing it down or am I
No,
just
you're
saying
just saying it. No, we just
it?
being
Okay.
right now. We just being. I went to Emerson. What school did you go to?
I went to Maryville High.
You went to Maryville High. Oh, okay. Yep. I went to Emerson and work. And so I went when it was the visual and performing arts with Emerson. And what I loved about it was that we showed up every single day to help each other make their dreams come true. You know, and that's what RockTrue
Amen.
is. That's what life truly is. Like, you remove all of the money and all other things they tell you you're supposed to have. We just simply show up for each other, borrowing from each other's gifting to help each other make each other's dreams come true. And so, yo, this reminds me of an Emerson moment, and I want to take full advantage. So, nope, let's just go straight
Okay.
off the dome and flow. You got the first 2. Grow.
Okay. Mm.
Mm.
Pausing just enough to ignore the enemy's voice, I'm reminded every day of a light bearing choice.
Light bearing choice or force. God holds the cards and the keys. Thank you, Lord. I pause. Please.
Mm. Some call knees weak. I think of them as strong. I think of them as somewhere I would love to bask in your presence all day long. You are worthy. You are the great I am.
I am. I am. You said that you are. Before me, before us, before we, you'll always be strategic and timely and precious and rare. You're the gem, Nyla's gem, that can never compare.
Hmm. Okay, that was beautiful. Sorry. I'm trying not to blush. Okay. I could never compare.
Mm,
Mm.
mm.
Even your cuts lead with sparkles. Even your trimming leads to barters of extreme worth. We know that you are here. We know every bit of your earth is near in spirit and clear in intent.
In spirit, and in his rock truth, the time is now for those you have called to stand tall and represent your culture, your life. It's ever forgiving, it's ever be forgiving, it's ever standing before us. How could we be amiss unless we choose to ignore the valuable gift that you've given?
Thank you for being.
Mm.
That's it. I think that's the end. Yeah. Thank you for being. 'Cause
That's it. That's it. That's it. Stop
that's
that.
the end.
Stop there. Stop
Thank
there.
you for being. Because it's just like without him, what is it?
What is it?
Nothing.
What is it?
Absolutely nothing. Like,
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
no. Yeah.
I love it. I'll stop there. I love it.
Yeah.
I actually like to stop at the gym part. Like I can't even remember what I said,
We could
but
have stopped there too.
that
I
was
was
it.
like,
That was
and
really
we
it.
stopped with a thank you. We stopped with a thank you to God just for
Yes,
being God.
yes,
Like that's
yes.
the that's I'm cool with that. You know what
Yep,
I'm saying?
I'm cool with it too, Queen. All right, we're gonna get ready to get up out of here. You gotta drop a gem for us. First of all, tell us where we can find you. Second of all, um, if this was it, you know what I mean? If this was it and this was all that God has given you up until this day, what skeletorial remain would you leave behind? What is the message that your life reflects that you want people to know? You came
Mm.
here for this just cause, girl.
I think it would be to remind people that it is just as much of a spiritual battle as it was in the ancient days. It's just a little bit harder for us to connect to some of those ancient things. And I would just remind people, anyone with a creative propensity or any kind of extreme intellectual ability, that the first person that God poured his spirit into was an artist that is biblical, that
Mm,
is recorded in the word of God. Um, and because of that, we know that there's value there. And God isn't the only one that knows that there's value there. So just to always remember that it's two sides to a lot of things. Um, if you get a little bit deeper, it's more than just those two sides. You
mm,
got a lot of things that operate in some really demonic and devilish gray areas. And that really doesn't, to me, go into just different faiths, but just different sources. And I would just be remiss to say that I would be remiss if I didn't say that it's something that we should all take a lot more seriously when it comes to art, because it is a sacred thing. To me, that's a translation between the heavenly realms here and outwardly and back again.
teach.
So if we can't take that serious, um, because I think we in danger spiritually, and I want people to care about that a lot more than what we have been. So
Where can we find you? Where can we find you, Queen?
Instagram.com, Nahla NAHLA.GEM on Instagram. Also available on like streaming services and also on YouTube. And also the Lyrical Lotus program, art and wellness based program, and I started last year. So yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. I love it. I love it. This week, whoo, this week. So, currently we are awaiting for my granny to be recalled, for God to inhale um, her back unto Him. And in that process, I had the opportunity to go see her yesterday and, say my see you later. You know what I mean? And,
Mm,
or rather, I'll see you when I get there. And it brought back so many memories. I went and I kind of like found things. And a lot of the pictures that we have wasn't pictures of me and her, it was pictures of me holding her hand. And I did it
mm,
strategically, not necessarily understanding what I was doing, but I just knew that we had a connection in friendship and love and in truth. It had nothing to do with age, it just had to do with our souls, and our purpose. And I had the opportunity to serve her, which was just absolutely stellar. And so I went back to one of the poems that I wrote regarding her, and I remember saying that I was her grandest understudy. And so I'm understanding now that it is time for me to take my rightful place um, in the main cast position, and I know what to do now, as far as shining my light among men wherever God has me to grow. We kind of talked about a few different things earlier about being where God wants you to be. And, if I am a light and he wants me over here in the corner and he decides now he wants me over here in the middle and now he wants me, if I'm the only, furniture in the room, it's for his grand pleasure and I'm to await him, you know? And so with all of that, I'll leave everyone this week with a message of servitude. Let me tell you something. Serve people. Put yourself, or rather put others before yourself. You know what I mean? You can just offer somebody a glass of water. If you see somebody, you never know. Like, just you can clean up behind them. You don't have to judge. You don't necessarily know what people's mindsets are, but you're preaching in that moment as help, especially women. You know what I mean? Adam named us woman, but God called us help. And you love help when help comes, and don't fight your help when it comes. It's like calling the police or the ambulance, and when they arrive, you like fighting. Like, you called us. You crazy? But be help to your mate, queens. Be help to your brothers, queens. Just because it ain't your husband don't mean it ain't your king. Be help. you know Put on an attitude of more than just gratitude but servitude, and that is not with a crown, that is with a towel, you know what I mean, and humbly doing so. Submission is deeper than just between a man and a woman. It is just submit to God. But I'm grateful for the opportunity that I had to serve and glean and learn from her. I dedicate this particular show to my granny. I love you, Queen. You are a model citizen here. As I whispered in your ear, job well done. And I thank you. I thank you for every lesson learned. I thank you for the opportunities where I did get to hold your hand, because at the end of the day, we know who holds yours, or rather both of ours. Yeah, man. All right, Queen, let's go ahead and get up out of here. Shout out to Betty Miller, my queen. Thank you, Queen, for joining me today. Guess what, guys? I got a new friend in 2026. This her. Oh, she over here. This her. This my new friend in 2026. God is already blessing me. I told y'all it was fixed. Jesus Christ. Yes, I got a life for another truther. And I am honored. I'm so honored to serve you. I'm so honored to even call you that. Day one. It ain't never ever been knee high, tree high for me. It's always day one.
Thank you.
Where I meet you or I know you, and I lay down my lifestyle, my life, and my lifestyle to provide you with grander love.
Amen, bro.
All right,
Thank
Queen.
you for having me. God bless you. Yeah, this is great.
Yeah. Oh, you have yourself an amazing evening. So you choose. Continue to just smile and be, and let God take care of the rest, Queen.
Got you.
All right, guys, we are out of here. Rock truth, no matter the consequences. Rock truth, absolutely nothing at all. Revelation is truth. Truth is not revelation. It's not information. Lord Jesus, I'm just like so extra and cheesy today. I think it's you.
You just enough. Like, we need all of that.
Yeah, okay.
Because I'm coming to service again. I'm coming to service next week. No.
Come on now, girl. Shoot, tell me something, child. Well, yeah, I up it up now. Thank you, Quinn. You guys have an amazing evening. All right, see you next week. Peace.
Situations happen. Tell me how you feel about it. Let's talk about it. Topics of discussion.